I guess he saw me doing this. He throws it in reverse and he slams on the gas and tries to run me over. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you guys about one of the scariest experiences of my entire life. In a way, I'm really glad that it happened to me because it made me so much more cautious about who I was getting in the car with. My parents would always warn me and were just never completely 100% okay with me getting in the car with a complete stranger. I would always ignore them and go on my own way because of how convenient and how simple it was. Hopefully this story makes you more cautious about who you're getting in the car with. Hopefully this story makes you more cautious, and if you didn't take it seriously before, hopefully you do now after hearing this story. So after this happened, I told quite a few people and most of them responded with, yeah, they'd pretty much hire anybody with a car. And it hit me, guys, this person could be absolutely anybody. They could have just gotten the job that day. I don't know about you guys, but that scares the crap out of me to think about. You seriously don't know who you're getting in the car with. Okay, so here's the story. Me and two of my girlfriends were tanning by the pool for pretty much the entire day. I think it's really important for me to add that it is 107 degrees outside when this happened. If you've never stood in 107 degrees, it's like standing in an oven. So we head up to my friend's apartment because we were at her apartment complex pool. We head up to the room and the door's locked. So we're locked out of the room in 107 degree weather. So most of you are probably gonna comment, why didn't you just go back in the pool? If you live in Arizona and have experienced this heat, or if you live in another state with similar blistering hot climate, then you know that the pool felt like a jacuzzi. We were dizzy and lightheaded from being out there as long as we were, and we were dying of thirst. We all needed a drink so bad, so we attempted to walk to the gas station. We got to my friend's apartment gate, which is probably around a quarter of a mile from her room. In this heat, it felt like so much longer than that. So we get all the way to this gate and we realize that we forgot our money. One of my friends realized that she had money in her glove box of her car. Taylor, why didn't you take your friend's car? Her car actually broke down the night before at my friend's apartment, so that was a no-go. So we had to walk all the way back to her car, which is another quarter of a mile into the apartment complex, and then would be another quarter of a mile to get back to the gate, and we were already dead just from walking from her room to the apartment gate. We were just... Anyways, the thought of walking all the way back to the room and then all the way back to the gate sounded absolutely impossible. We all felt like we were gonna pass out, so we all made a decision to call an Uber to take us back to the car and then to our destination of where we needed to go. I knew that this was going to be a short trip in a car. I knew that. So I made sure if we were going to call an Uber that it would be an Uber driver that was very much in the area. So when I opened the map, there was an Uber driver literally walking distance from where we were. I really want to include this part because it frustrates me to this day. If you've driven with Uber or Lyft or something similar to that type of service, then you know that you have to put in where you need to be picked up and where you need to go. So the Uber driver, when choosing who he wants to pick up, he can see where I need to go. So if he didn't want to make this trip, then I don't know why he chose me, or if he felt like this was too short of a trip, then I just don't know why he decided on it and then changed his mind or acted surprised. This driver was well aware of how far we needed to go, where we needed to go, how long it was going to take. He knew where he was going to take us before he chose us. Okay, so he picks us up at the gate. All three of us get at the back of the car. We're all laughing and talking, and to be honest, I don't remember what the guy's name was. I don't remember what he looked like. I don't remember even checking to see what kind of car this was, what color this car was. I was completely unaware of my surroundings. I wasn't even checking for things like that when that's actually really important. I was never conscientious about these things before getting in the car with these people. He wasn't saying much. He looked like he was having a super bad day. I asked him if he could drive into the apartment complex because my friend forgot her money. So we drove all the way in the apartment complex, and I'm not over exaggerating, this apartment complex is ginormous. It took us probably about 5 minutes just to finish this endeavor and just go in there to get the money and come back out of the apartment complex. We were finally out of there and we're still laughing and talking in the back, and he was about to pass where we needed to go, and we're all like, oh hey, no, it's right here, just make a left here and it's right there. You just have to make a left here at the light. And he slams on the brake. The second he heard this, he slammed on the brake. He turns around and he's like, okay, I'm gonna have to bleep out a lot of this because he was using a lot of bad language, so I'm sorry, but I'll try to make it work. But he turns around and he was like, "Are you kidding me? You could have walked this all the way for drinks. I drove all the way for these drinks." And I'm like, "You knew how far we had to go when you chose our ride though." And he just cuts me off and he's like, "F you." And me and my friends are just sitting in the back like in shock, like we couldn't believe what was going on. And I'm like, "Would you rather drive us to a farther location? Like, I was going to tip you regardless. Like, I knew that this was a short drive. I made sure to choose that you were in the area. If you want to drive us to a farther location, like, I'm okay with that. I was gonna tip you regardless." And he's like, "You're all get the out of my car." And we were literally sitting at an intersection at a light. I was like, "Don't you drive for Uber? Like, why are you treating us like this? Like, isn't this your job?" And he's like, "This isn't my job." And we're like, "What? Like, what is going on right now?" We're like, "This guy's nuts." He was completely red in the face. It was terrifying, guys. Like, I remember just sitting in the backseat, like my heart was in my stomach. My friends are just like, one of my friends had her eyes closed, like she just couldn't wait for it to be over. So all three of us were just sitting in this backseat, just praying for this light to just turn green so we could get out of this car. The second it does, he jerks the car left and is purposely slamming on and off the brakes so that we were flying around in the backseat. He pulls into where we needed to be and he's like, "Get the out of my car, you." We were all just in absolute shock. So we all got out of the car. We were just like, we couldn't believe what was happening. I'm telling you guys, sitting in that back seat was absolutely terrifying. Like, you don't know who this man is, like what kind of day he was having, if he's medically ill. Like, you really don't know who these people are. And it's really important for you to be conscientious of these things, of who you're getting in the car with. Anyways, we step out of the car, and once we got that sense of freedom, the only thing that was on my mind is I need to get this guy's license plate. So I run into the back of his car and pull out my camera roll and go to take a picture of his license plate. I guess he saw me doing this. He throws it in reverse. Like, I hear him like shift into a gear, and he slams on the gas and tries to run me over. My friend grabbed me by my arm and ripped me out of the way. Like, it was so close to being so much worse. Thankfully, I got a picture of his license plate. I sent it into Uber, called up and everything, because who knows how many other girls he was getting in the car with the rest of the day. So that was so terrifying. I was in complete shock. Like, this Uber driver literally just tried to run me over. After that, he sped off and we were like, what in the world just happened? Like, we were just sitting on the curb for like 15 minutes, just like staring at the ground. We're like, what in the world? So that is the story of how I almost got ran over by an Uber driver. So that was scarring. Every time I get in an Uber now, I like screenshot the driver and his name and what kind of car, and I'll like either send it to a friend or just to have on my phone. Or just wanted to add this one clip in here because I completely forgot to talk about it and I really wanted to put it in here. So I've been getting a lot of messages, DMs, emails about stuff that you guys are going through, and I really wanted to kind of add a section into my YouTube videos where at the end I kind of choose one or two of you guys to kind of respond to and give my advice about. So if you guys wanted that, because I know a lot of you guys go through kind of the same stuff, so it could help more than one person, and I really try my hardest to respond to all your DMs and emails, but I can't sometimes. So I think it'd be really cool to put in a part to my videos where I give my response and advice to something you guys are going through. If that's something that you guys are interested in, definitely let me know, and if I decide to do that, definitely send me over an email of something you guys are going through and want advice about, and let me know in the email that you are okay with me putting it in the video. I wouldn't want to talk about something you guys want to keep between me and you. So if you want that, comment below. It's something that I would love to do. So if you guys would want me to do it, I'll do it. Yeah, I just wanted to put that in here really quick. Okay, back to the video. Yeah, that was just a super scary experience, and I really hope you guys are more conscientious if you weren't before about who you're getting in the car with, and that you know that these people could be absolutely anybody. You really don't know who they are or what kind of day they're having or what they're going through. So thank you guys for watching another story time. If you want me to do more of these, just let me know in the comment section below. Definitely let me know what kind of video you guys want me to come out with next. Just comment below some ideas. I love your ideas, and I want to give you guys what you want to see, so definitely drop a comment below. If you want to check out my most recent video, it's right here. If you want to subscribe, just click this little icon right here. I think it's right here. Yeah, yeah, if you want to see another crazy story time similar to this one, just click right here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.